very happy morning to you, my dear students. In the last video lesson, we learned about being polite. So today also, for subject value education for standard 4, our topic is lesson 10, be polite. This is part 2. In part 1, we have seen a story, a video where you saw the story and you learned about the value of politeness. So, today in part 2, we are going to sing along a poem on politeness. So, ready students? Let's sing along together. Please, thank you and excuse me. These are words, polite words, and you should use them as often as possible. Please, thank you and excuse me are words we often should use. You should use them as often as possible. The kindness will return to us when we walk in the other one's shoe. So, once you start feeling for others, walk in other one's shoe. Means you keep yourself in that person's place and you start feeling and thinking about that person's position or difficulty. So, when you start keeping yourself last and start thinking about others first, then others also will do the same to you and they will also treat you with that respect and kindness. So, kindness will return to us when we walk in other one's shoe. Don't always try to be first, children. Many times while forming line, going for PT or going for library, you tend to push others and make your way through. Yes, and you want to be first. But don't always try to be first by pushing and showing. How can you then be first? Yes, there's a way. For you are likely to get there much faster by loving. Instead, if you are a loving, polite person, you can be first, you can be successful, you can be there on top. You can be likely to be there on top much faster by loving others and being caring and polite to others. So, let's read once again. Please, thank you and excuse me are words we often should use. The kindness will return to us when we walk in other one's shoes. Don't always try to be first by pushing and showing, for you are likely to get there much faster by loving. So, students, the value you have to learn is be polite to everybody, because politeness is a reflection of your inner soul. It shows what person you are at heart. So, when you are polite to others, you show to others you are a nice, good person. So, what should be our action? Our plan of action is, I will always be cooperative and polite. We learned it in the last video. And what you have to be? As students in the class, you have so many friends. You have to cooperate with others and be polite. I will always respect others' efforts and work. You will always respect other children, other colleagues' work and their hard work. To show respect for their efforts. So, these two plan of action you can write in your commitment. Commitment means promise. So, if you promise to be polite to your grandparents or show kindness to animals or to cooperate and use more polite words, what is your promise to be a polite person? That you have to write here. Okay. And then this is on text page 42. Once this is done, let's do the assessment. Which page? Text page 41. Are you ready? With pencils in your hand? Yes. Put tick in the box if the statement is true and put cross mark if the statement is false. I always ask my maid to keep my things. I always. Okay, do you always have to ask the maid to do the work for you? Yes, you have a maid, you can always ask. But at times when you are able to help yourself, don't you think you can do it for yourself? That is being gentle, polite, caring, being in that person's shoes. Just because she is there to help you, you need not ask her to help you all the time. At times you can help yourself so that she gets to relax. See, if you write, I always ask my maid to keep my things. That's not correct. You have to put there cross. It's false things to do. Okay. At times, what do you have to do? You have to do your work. You have to help yourself. I help my mother in preparing breakfast. That is what you have to do. Keep yourself in other person's shoe. Feel for your mother. Feel how your mummy feels, because every day she makes breakfast for you and all you do is you enjoy it. What you do? You say thank you to her. And moreover, at times you can go to kitchen and tell mummy, mummy, may I help you? And you can help her in getting a glass of water or keeping the dish ready. So, I help my mother in preparing breakfast. You should be doing, and that is the right thing to do. I help my father in cleaning his vehicle. That's also being polite. Daddy is alone doing the work, cleaning the vehicle. You can always go and talk to him, help him to clean the vehicle. Okay, so this makes daddy also feel great. So this is something you should be doing. I speak softly to my maid. You speak, you don't shout and scream at your maid. You speak softly, gently. That's the right thing to do. So put a tick mark. Okay, and if you are not doing it, please do it, dear students. So, I hope you will practice all this polite behavior. Happy learning. God bless you all.